Hello dear students, welcome to e-learning class of DAV Moyle Public School Standard 10 Mathematics. I am your mathematics teacher Varun Chauhan and today I am going to take your session on circles. So student, let's start our today's topic. Student, we have already studied circles and various terms related to circles in the previous classes. Now, you are able to understand some other fact as well as like tangents to a circle and their properties. Consider a circle and a line PQ. There are three cases regarding the position of the line with respect to the circle as shown in the following figure. Now, in case 1, the line PQ and the circle have no common point. The line PQ does not intersect the circle and it is outside the circle. So we can say PQ is called a non-intersecting line with respect to the circle. Now student, similarly in second case, we'll observe that a line PQ meeting a circle at only in one point, and when the line meeting a circle at one point, then it is called tangent to the circle. Similarly student, in case number 3, there are two common points AB between line PQ on the circle. The line PQ intersects the circle into distinct points, that is A and B. Then the line PQ is called a secant of the circle. Student, look at the figure. This is the example of tangent as well as secant. When a line touches a circle at a common point, then which is called tangent to the circle, and the line touches 2 points between this line, then it is called secant to a circle. Student, look at the figure and observe one thing. There is a line which we call tangent to a circle, that is AB, which meet at a point P which is perpendicular to its radius, or we can say the radius is perpendicular to tangent AB. So here using this statement we can write OP perpendicular to AB. Similarly, here the length of two tangents from an external point to a circle are always equal. So in second figure, we can say tangent AP which is equal to tangent PB. Now student, we'll see now some properties related with tangent to a circle. So there is a statement: the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to radius through the point of contact. So this is the statement which is in the form of theorem number 1, and we have to understand this theorem as the exam point of view because it is very important one. So let's start. Here we have some given things, that is xy is a tangent at point P to the circle with center O. Here we have to prove that OP, that is radius to the circle, which is perpendicular to its tangent, that is xy. So for that we'll do some construction here. So take a point Q on tangent xy other than P. So we can join OQ. After joining this, let's start to our proof. So if point Q lies inside the circle, then xy will become a secant and not a tangent to the circle because OQ greater than OP. And when this happens with every point on the line xy except the point P, so we can say OP is the shortest of all the distance of the point O to outside of xy. So here we can observe that OP is perpendicular to xy. This is the shortest side, it's the perpendicular. So our statement is proved. So we can say the given tangent at any point of a circle is always perpendicular to the radius of the circle through the point of contact. Similarly, student, there is another important theorem, that is, here we have to prove that the length of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are always equal. So from the given figure, we'll write some given things, that is PT and PS are the tangent from an external point P to the circle where the center is O. So here we have to prove that both the tangents are equal, that is PT which is equal to PS. So here we'll construct where we have to join O with P, T and S. In this construction, here we get two triangles, that is triangle OTP and triangle OSP. So from these two triangles OTP and OSP, we'll take out some common things and prove the congruency. So we can easily prove that these two tangents are equal. So for that, in triangle OTP and in triangle OSP, their OT and OS are the equal because radii of the same circle. Similarly, angle OTP and angle OSP, which is also common because these are the 90-degree angles, where OP and OP are the common side. So here we can say by right angle, hypotenuse and side congruency test, we can observe that triangle OTP and triangle OSP are equal. So using these, we can say PT is equal to PS by corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Student, this is the first solved example based on theorem number 1. So here, from a point Q, the length of the tangent to a circle is 24 cm and the distance of Q from the center is 25 cm. Here we have to find the radius of a circle. So for that, first we'll draw a perpendicular from the center of the triangle to a point P on the circle which touching the tangent. So after that, here we get a triangle, that is POQ, where PQ is 24 cm and OQ is 25 cm. So by using Pythagoras theorem in triangle OPQ, here we have to find OQ square is equal to OP square plus PQ square, where OQ square is 25 cm, which is we consider as a hypotenuse, then OP square plus PQ square, which is of 24 whole square. So after calculating, here we get 625 minus 576, that is of 49, which is 49 is a perfect square for 7. So here we can say OP, that is radius of a circle, which is equal to 7 cm. Student, now here are some points related with tangents, so we have to keep those points in our mind as per the exam point of view. So first one is there could be only one tangent at one point of contact. This is first thing. Second one is tangent could not be drawn from any point inside the circle. When we have a point inside the circle, so we can't draw the tangent. Third one is there could be only two tangents to a circle from any point outside the circle. Maximum we have to draw two tangents from a external point, means a common external point. Using this point we can draw at most two tangent. Then next thing, the length of tangent drawn from an external point to a circle are always equal, means using one external point when we draw two tangents, so the length of these two tangents are always equal. So all these points are important regarding tangents. So in this figure we can see that here, so triangle AOC and triangle BOC are congruent right angle triangles, so hence we can say tangent AC is equal to tangent BC, because there is a common side, that is OC, as we say O is the center for this circle, and we have radius then OA and OB, and their right angles are equal, that is at A and at B. Student, there is another solved example based on tangent parallel. When we draw this tangent from an external point which is common for these two tangents, so here we have to find if two tangents P and PB are drawn to a circle from a point P with center O. So OP is equal to the diameter of circle, then show that triangle APB is an equilateral triangle. So we'll consider here, given AP is a tangent to the circle, therefore OA is perpendicular to AP, because tangent is perpendicular to the radius of a given circle through the point of contact. So here we can say angle OAP is 90 degree. So in triangle OAP, sine OPA, which is equal to OA by OP, that is of perpendicular by hypotenuse. So with using hypotenuse and perpendicular, we can write R by 2R, that is of 1 by 2, and we know sine, when the sine is 1 by 2 means when the value of sine is 1 by 2, that is of at 30 degree. So similarly we can prove that angle OPB, that is of also 30 degree. So using this, angle APB, which is equal to angle OPA plus angle OPB, that is 30 degree plus 30 degree, that is of 60 degree. So in triangle PAB, PA is equal to PB, because length of tangent from the external points are always equal. So we can say angle PAB plus angle PBA plus angle APB, which is equal to 180 degree, due to angle sum property of a triangle. So using that, we know about angle APB is 60 degree. So we just subtract that 60 degree from 180 degree. So here we get 2 times of angle PAB is equal to 120 degree. So angle PAB is also 60 degree. So hence angle PAB is an equilateral triangle. Now student, here are some questions based on today's topic. You have to note down this question in your mathematics copy and solve it. Students, I hope you understand today's topic. So here we end our chapter, that is circle. We'll meet again with another interesting video. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you. Have a nice day.